This is a quick little video to show what it takes to get 3 amps ready to go home. 2 across the country and 1 across town. It's a lot of little fiddly bits involved in returning amps people don't think about. I'm not going to bore you with all this stuff I've got to do as far as service records and tracking dates of service and everything I did on the itemized invoice/service record. But you finish an amp, you've got an hour into it. It can take you 20 minutes just to type everything up, what you did properly, so the owner's got a good record. And then shipping things, there are a lot of considerations. I'm not going to bore you too much, but I'm going to go over some of the most important bits here for you on 3 different amps. We're just buttoning up this Marshall Randy Rhoads tribute. All the screws that the previous techs had touched were stripped. So these are some new M3 screws. They're not black oxides like the originals, but they're high quality screws with some new toothed washers because previous tech had lost 2 of them. So these are in place. New black oxide M6 screws to hold the chassis to the cabinet. Takes a number 3 screw. The originals were Pasa drives. These are Phillips. I think someone had used a number 2 Phillips, which is why the number 3 Pasa drives were so messed up. And I like to do these by hand, just so nothing strips. Okay, those are all cranked down and torqued really tight. Chassis is not going to vibrate loose. So let's move on to the last bit. All right, let's put the rear cover back in place. It's got 5 screws, each of which goes into a machine screw insert, which is nice, so the wood won't get chewed up over time. Though the screws, the original ones did. So I've got 5. I had to buy a bag of 50, but I've got 5 of them for this amp. New M4 black screws, using a number 2 Phillips bit on these, so they won't get chewed up like the originals were. All right, no more chewed up screws, everything looking pretty much brand new, per the owner's request. Now those screws were about $30 including shipping, all because someone did not use the correct driver before. It's not that difficult. Now to finish up this Vox and get it ready to ship. So what I like to do on these, since owners have varying levels of experience and knowledge, no disrespect to any owner who gets an amp from me like this, who already knows this stuff, but I put on this blue painter's tape. Doesn't leave a residue, no big deal, comes right off. And I like to mark where what tubes go where. AX, AX, nothing, nothing, AX. 84, 84. Sorry about the bad handwriting, it's exacerbated by the brace. 84, GZ, 34. No tubes go in these sockets in this amp now. Now it's time for me to box up all the tubes. I've already got the EL84s boxed up. And in this amp also indicated where the Mullards go and where the preferred series goes. This is V2, which is a cathode follower stage in this AC30, and Russian tubes cannot handle that. So we went with a high quality sorted tube store preferred series, Chinese made there, which can handle it just fine. And I tore the box that the tube store tube was in, so it's going out in this Sylvania 12AU7 box. So the owner will see this video and will know it's up. These tubes are going to go back to the owner in a separate box, the same box that the tube store used to send the tubes to me, so that the weight of this big chassis cannot crush the tubes in transport. It's worth paying the extra $20 to ship the 1-pound box. This is, especially now, it's a couple $100 worth of tubes. Let's make sure it doesn't get crushed. And we're also sending this Deluxe Reverb that I gutted and rebuilt back out into the world to make its fortune. This amp was shipped to me like this, with the preamp tubes in place and the power tubes, just like this. UPS had shipped it. I don't know that it's any coincidence that this amp had 2 bad power tubes and a bad rectifier when it arrived. So just like on the Vox, at least these large tubes are getting removed and will be shipped separately. I imagine I'll roll all the preamp tubes up in some bubble wrap and include them as well, in which case I just need to do some indication of which tubes go where. So again, this time a little bit smaller because I don't have as much surface area. I'm just going to mark where the 2 12AT7s go. The other preamp tubes are all identical Ruby branded 12AX7s. And in my testing are pretty much interchangeable in this amp, but 12ATs matter if you want to get the correct sound. So when the owner gets this amp, he'll know where the ATs go. And I'll mark that this one is the GZ34. And by process of elimination, these are the 6V6s. Same deal, bubble wrap. Taping the bubble wrap with this blue painter's tape, not packing tape. Lots of bubble wrap, as much protection as I can give the amp for transit. These things are pretty indestructible as far as the boxes go. I mean, it's a steel box. As long as nothing punctures the inside and goes into the chassis, you know, the inside of the chassis where the components are, it's hard to mess up. When you ship it with the tubes up in the air like that, that's just asking for trouble. So hopefully there won't be any issues when the owner gets this. He'll put the tubes in, power it on, and start smiling.